Seattle, Washington. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
60 boxes, 60.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks at 8-1 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl front runners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Over second. Ready.
To throw, here's Nix. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ready.
He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And this is going to be another first down as they make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he's going to step up and run. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Elijah Arroyo there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. That point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
These two teams all tied after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Throwing Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So down inside the 5-yard line, I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Harvey going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. On the sneak, it's Nix, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Gain of 2 on the play.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Let's go now. Ready.
Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
To throw is Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
Seahawks 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
To kick off for the Broncos.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and a couple.
Ready. Back up.
Back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Horton. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And complete to Smith and Jigba. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Finds Gibbs on a check down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of
70,
12 yards.
Warriors, 70.
Seahawks. 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass caught, Arroyo right side.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. R.J. Harvey as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. Runs good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now it's Nix. Complete to Bryant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Straight ahead with Harvey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
Now they'll change things up. Nix to the air. Off hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
To throw, here's Nix. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And this one's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Back. Bronco 80. Like it, let's see. Land.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
Fielded at the 20. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lux with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He finds Smith and Jigba. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
60 Eagle.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And some space here. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Smith and Jigba with the grab. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Okay, ready? Shut up. Ready, ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
Back to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A.J. Barner from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On the give, it's Harvey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
That's taken in by Franklin. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go.
And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
He'll try and do this himself. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready.
A handoff. Here's Harvey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9.
Ready.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marvin Mims, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. What's good on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Seahawks 19.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Back to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Now he's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second and 6. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. And Xavier Legette, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start first and 10. Oh, look at that. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Second and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Once more with Harvey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now Lutz for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Just get out here and we'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80.
They'll drop the throw. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
19 Lions.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Ready, break.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Dragon 60. 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Torrey Horton, 36 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into?